For more than 100 years, the Panama Canal has served as a vital shortcut, linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and forever transforming the way the world trades. This engineering marvel carved through the heart of Central America, turning what was once a perilous, months-long voyage into a journey of mere hours. The canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition, shaping the flow of goods and the fate of nations. Before its grand opening in 1914, ships had no choice but to brave the treacherous waters around Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America. This route was infamous for its unpredictable storms, towering waves, and dangerous currents, often adding weeks or even months to a ship's journey. The risks were high, and many vessels never made it home. Today, the Panama Canal is a bustling artery of commerce, handling about 5% of all maritime cargo worldwide. The United States remains its largest customer, relying on the canal to move everything from consumer goods to raw materials efficiently between coasts and continents. The canal's efficient passage saves both time and money for shipping companies, helping to keep global shipping costs down. By shortening routes and reducing fuel consumption, it also lessens the environmental impact of global trade, making it a crucial link in the world's supply chain. The canal's unique system of locks lifts massive ships over the narrow isthmus, raising and lowering them through a series of chambers. This intricate process, which takes about 12 to 14 hours from end to end, is a marvel of engineering that allows vessels of all sizes to cross safely and efficiently. In 2016, a major expansion project was completed, introducing a new set of locks known as the Neo-Panamax locks. This upgrade allowed even larger ships, carrying more cargo than ever before, to pass through, ensuring the canal's continued relevance in the era of megaships and booming global trade. But the canal is more than just an economic engine. It's a strategic choke point, a place where any disruption, whether from congestion, drought, or political tension, can send shockwaves through the global supply chain, affecting prices and availability of goods worldwide. Although Panama now controls the canal, the United States remains deeply invested in its security and smooth operation. The canal's stability is a matter of international concern, with both countries working together to ensure its safety and reliability. The importance of the canal is so great that even the idea of a rival waterway, like the proposed Nicaragua Canal, has drawn global attention and debate. Such a project could reshape trade routes and challenge Panama's dominance, but it also faces enormous financial, environmental, and political hurdles. As the world's demand for goods continues to grow, all eyes remain on the Panama Canal. Its future will help determine the flow of global commerce, and whether this critical artery will ever face true competition. North of Panama, nestled between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, lies Nicaragua, a country with a grand vision that has captured imaginations for over a century. Nicaragua has long dreamed of its own interoceanic canal, a $50 billion megaproject to rival the world-famous Panama Canal. The idea was to carve a new path for global trade, transforming Nicaragua into a vital link between continents and bringing prosperity to its people. In the 2010s, this dream seemed closer than ever. Chinese business tycoon Wang Jing and his HKND group secured a 100-year concession backed by bold promises and the allure of Chinese investment. The project was seen as a symbol of China's growing influence in Latin America. For ordinary Nicaraguans, the canal offered hope, tens of thousands of jobs, new infrastructure, and the chance to lift the nation out of poverty. Groundbreaking ceremonies sparked excitement, and many believed a new era was about to begin. But the optimism faded quickly. In 2015, Wang Jing's fortune collapsed amid financial turmoil in China, and HKND's grand plans unraveled. Construction halted before it truly began, leaving behind empty sites and broken promises. Still, Nicaragua refused to give up. In 2021, the government shifted diplomatic ties from Taiwan to Beijing, hoping that closer relations with China might breathe new life into the canal project and attract fresh investment. By 2024, the government officially canceled HKND's concession, taking control of the project and launching a renewed search for international partners, especially from China. Today, the land where the canal was meant to be remains untouched. Yet, the dream persists. Nicaraguan leaders continue to court Chinese investors, determined to turn this vision into reality, despite the setbacks and skepticism. The canal stands as both a symbol of hope and ambition, and a reminder of the uncertainty that shadows grand projects. For many, it represents the possibility of a brighter future, but also the risks of relying on foreign promises. The world watches and wonders, will China step in and finally make the Nicaraguan Canal a reality, or will the project remain just out of reach? For now, the Nicaraguan Canal is a dream deferred, lingering on the horizon, waiting for its moment to arrive. The proposed Nicaragua Canal is a project of staggering ambition, one that would dwarf even the legendary Panama Canal. At 172 miles, it's over 3 times as long, stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific across the heart of Nicaragua. The planned route would carve a path through the country, cleverly using Lake Nicaragua for much of its length, making it one of the largest infrastructure projects ever attempted in the region. While this design reduces the need for massive excavation, it also raises serious environmental concerns. Lake Nicaragua is Central America's largest freshwater lake, home to unique wildlife and vital to local communities. The canal would be engineered to be both wider and deeper than Panama's, capable of accommodating the world's largest container ships, vessels that are simply too big for the existing canal. The grand plan doesn't stop at the canal itself. It includes the construction of brand new deep-water ports on both coasts, a sprawling free trade zone, and even a modern international airport, envisioned as the centerpiece of a vast logistics hub designed to transform Nicaragua into a global shipping crossroads. The engineering challenge is immense, requiring not just technical expertise, but also the coordination of thousands of workers and the deployment of cutting-edge machinery. Billions of cubic meters of earth would need to be moved. Massive new locks constructed, and all of it in a region prone to earthquakes and unpredictable weather. The estimated $50 billion price tag is 10 times the cost of Panama's recent expansion, making it one of the most expensive infrastructure projects in history, and so far, securing that funding has proven elusive. Critics question whether the canal could ever recoup its costs, especially with the well-established Panama Canal just a short distance away, already serving as a vital artery for global trade. The Nicaragua Canal is a colossal vision, one that could reshape the region's future, but its financial viability remains its biggest question mark. In a world hungry for faster, bigger trade routes, will this bold gamble ever become reality, or remain just a dream of steel and water? Comparing the two canals reveals stark contrasts in scale, cost, and impact. Panama's 50-mile route is efficient, while Nicaragua's 172-mile canal would mean longer transit times. Nicaragua's design could handle even the largest ships, but at a much higher cost. Panama's 2016 expansion cost $25 billion. Nicaragua's would need $50 billion in foreign investment. To succeed, Nicaragua would have to lure traffic from Panama or create new demand, an uphill battle. Environmentally, the Nicaragua Canal would disrupt sensitive ecosystems and displace up to 120,000 people. For China, a Nicaraguan canal offers strategic independence from US-influenced routes. The Nicaragua Canal promises redundancy and opportunity, but at enormous financial, social, and environmental cost. The world must weigh the benefits against the risks. The Panama Canal's reliance on fresh water has become a vulnerability as droughts intensify. In 2023-24, severe drought dropped Gatun Lake to record lows, forcing the canal to slash daily ship transits. This bottleneck caused weeks-long delays and soaring auction fees, with shippers paying millions to skip the queue. The crisis exposed the canal's fragility and the global supply chain's dependence on a single choke point. The drought has renewed calls for alternative routes, including Nicaragua's canal, despite its own reliance on a freshwater lake. Climate change has made the search for redundancy urgent. The world is now acutely aware of the risks of relying on one canal. Will this vulnerability drive investment in a rival? The Nicaragua Canal has split the nation, promised prosperity versus fears of disaster. Supporters tout jobs and development, hoping the canal will lift Nicaragua out of poverty. Opponents, including scientists and activists, warn of irreversible damage to Lake Nicaragua and the displacement of 120,000 people. Indigenous communities and farmers have protested, fearing loss of land and heritage. In 2022, a human rights court ruled the project violated indigenous property rights, fueling resistance. The government faces accusations of ignoring local voices and environmental costs. The canal's fate hangs between national ambition and grassroots opposition. Can a grand vision overcome such fierce resistance? The canal saga is part of a larger US-China rivalry for influence in the Americas. The US has long dominated the Panama Canal, even after handing control to Panama. A Chinese-backed canal in Nicaragua would challenge US influence and give Beijing a secure trade route. China's interest is strategic, reducing reliance on US-controlled choke points and showcasing its global reach. Tensions have risen, with US concerns over Chinese involvement in regional ports and infrastructure. Nicaragua has aligned itself with China, hoping for investment and a strategic partnership. For China, the canal is a geopolitical chess piece. For the US, it's a threat to its backyard. The canal is more than infrastructure. It's a symbol of shifting power. Its construction would mark a major victory for China in Latin America. The stakes for global trade and security could not be higher. As of late 2025, the Nicaragua Canal remains stalled. No construction, no new investor, just a dream on hold. Yet, Panama's drought crisis has made the idea of a second canal more attractive than ever. Shipping companies in China see the logic in redundancy, even as costs and risks loom large. The project's fate may hinge on Beijing's willingness to invest for strategic gain. If China moves forward, it could reshape trade and geopolitics in the Americas. For now, the world waits as Panama works to secure its future. Will Nicaragua's canal rise or remain a cautionary tale? The answer will shape the next chapter of global commerce and great power rivalry.